Now, this morning, one of the most significant trials our city has seen will soon begin. Gerald Goines is facing charges for 2 deaths of 2 people killed during the botched Harding Street raid in 2019.
Now, Goines is the former Houston Police Department narcotics officer on trial for the shooting deaths of Dennis Tuttle and Regina Nicholas. Narcotics officers busted into their home unannounced using what's called a no-knock warrant. And our team has spent years covering this case.
11844. We're going to be at 7815 Harding. 7815 Harding. We have multiple officers shot.
Undercover Houston Police narcotics officers in the midst of what law enforcement and officials view as a deadly botched raid.
We have the house surrounded. We got units in the back. We still got officers inside.
The chaos erupting after officers execute a no-knock warrant. HPD had a legal right to burst through the front door of Dennis Tuttle and Regina Nicholas's home unannounced. The end result quickly hitting HPD airways. Tuttle and Nicholas, along with their dog, were shot dead. Former HPD Chief Art Acevedo immediately defended the department, saying their officers were met with gunfire.
And let me tell you why I think these cops are heroes.
5 officers were injured, 4 of them shot. Acevedo making it clear to Houstonians that HPD had reason for officers to show up in force to the tiny home.
Because we had a search warrant that narcotics activity was going on in that residence, specifically the sale of black tar heroin.
The couple were painted as drug dealers without fear of the law.
A male suspect came from around the back and started an open fire with a .357 Magnum revolver.
Within weeks, HPD's story of the botched raid fell apart.
Channel 2 investigates.
KPRC 2 investigates first exposed legal documents from HPD investigators showing the no-knock search warrant appeared to be fabricated with lies.
Chief, you indicated you had reason to be at that home. There appears to be no reason listed in this affidavit.
But to remember, that affidavit is but one piece of a very comprehensive investigation.
Federal investigators began building their case. So did the Harris County District Attorney's Office. The key target, Gerald Goines, viewed as the alleged mastermind responsible for the bogus warrant.
There's actually evidence of bullet holes.
In April 2019, KPRC 2 Investigates was the first inside the home, speaking with Dennis Tuttle's uncle, Cliff.
Do you feel that the cops had a reason to be inside this home?
No.
DA Kim Ogg agreed, and in August of 2019, her office dropped the hammer.
Today, we charged Gerald Goines with 2 counts of felony murder.
The families started their own investigation.
I'm laying down bullets down here.
In the fall of 2019, renowned forensic investigator Michael Maloney made it clear to us the evidence he discovered did not add up to a 5'7" 112-pound Dennis Tuttle shooting all the officers as claimed by HPD while wearing a knee brace.
So you're asking for a level of tactics and marksmanship from him that I just don't see occurring.
As the years passed, Goines still had not come close to seeing a trial. In 2023, Regina's mother, Joanne, desperately made it clear to us that she wants her dead 58-year-old daughter's reputation cleared.
They said it was a drug house, and I knew it was not a drug house.
Regina's brother, John Nicholas, has echoed the same sentiment to me over the years. The family still waiting for the truth surrounding the killings on Harding Street.
Why they did it like they did.
Why they did what like they did?
Kicked the door in, shot the dog, and shot them.
And now we are joined by Houston-based criminal defense attorney Joe Vinas to tell us more about that trial.
Good morning, Joe.
Morning.
Yeah, so talk to us first about this trial starting this week, today. I mean, the significance of it and why it's so significant in our city.
Well, as we all remember when it happened back in 2019, this was consumed the airwaves. It's a pretty significant event when you have a team of officers breaking in essentially to somebody's home and the homeowners end up dead. So the entire city was watching and paying attention to what happened. And so we've gone now 5 years with this sort of anticipation building. This looks like it's going to be, the trial is going to be very significant. It should take quite a while to get through. And there's been just so much going on kind of behind the scenes over the last 5 years, not just with Mr. Goines in his case, but with the other officers charged with other offenses coming out of this. So it's a significant case when you see the police supposedly in the execution of their duties ending up killing 2 citizens. Everyone's kind of watching with bated breath to see what happens.
Yeah, so day one, and we just watched the timeline here. A lot of people feel like they have a lot of the information already. What new information could we expect to learn?
I guess we'll learn exactly what was going on behind the scenes with this raid team, these narcotics officers, and who knew what, when they knew it. We'll learn about the investigation into the probable cause affidavit that supported the judge issuing that warrant. We'll learn how HPD and now the DA's office know that what Goines put in that warrant was a lie, which is essentially what they're saying is the basis for the felony murder charge.
Yeah, and so this is a criminal trial for Gerald Goines. Will this have any impact on Houstonians, depending on how this shakes out?
Certainly. It's already impacted how the police investigate these types of crimes. This has become, and the video said it, everybody now kind of knows the term no-knock warrant. And so before this, all an officer had to do was put a little line in their warrant application talking about how they believed that there were firearms present in the home, or that if they knocked and announced their presence, that the targets of the warrant would destroy evidence. And as long as that language was in there, the judge would typically sign off on a no-knock warrant. And now what the police have to do is they have specific officers that will execute no-knock warrants. Any no-knock warrant has to be approved by the chief of police, and specific judges will sign off on these no-knock warrants. So it has almost eliminated the no-knock warrant situation, which makes it just a safer way to execute a search warrant. So that's something that's significant, that's already impacted Houstonians. And now, once this jury comes back with their verdict, then we'll see what the citizens think about how this manner of policing happened, and the city should respond even further in how they investigate suspicious activity like this.
You're right. So this did change things for the city of Houston. Is there anything else that you think is going to come out of this trial, or anything that people should know before going into the trial?
There's a lot going, there's a lot of moving parts. Remember, they charged several different officers with different crimes going into this. And those other cases have some of them have been dismissed because some of those officers, it was clear they didn't really know what was going on. I think it will give an insight into kind of how things can be when put people in authority and in power go unchecked. And so that's going to be kind of the big outcome as to this, is to see what the citizens of Harris County believe that check should be on the system.
Absolutely. Criminal defense attorney Joe Vinas, thank you so much for your insight this morning.
Thank y'all. Have a good day.
You too.